Hello fellow classers, it is KairosTime, and today we've got another challenge-winning deck episode for you. This is a unique one and I'm really excited about it, not only because it's very unique, but also because it's fairly easy to play. It's I don't want to say it's not technical because you do need to learn how to play it, but once you do learn how to play it, it's very fun, and with some pretty good easy practice, you should even be able to take this to the 12th round of a challenge, or of a grand challenge like Aha was able to do on his second try. Now here we're watching his second to last match of the grand challenge that he was able to win, and we're going to be talking a little bit about why he's making specific moves and what he's doing. Now, one thing that is really good about this deck is that it utilizes a lot of counters against the elite barbarians, and as well as hogs and also furnaces, because this tombstone does such a great job of countering this furnace. But check out right here where he plays down his ice golem in preparation for his balloon. He places that ice golem, then that balloon right on top of it with the archer behind it, and it puts his opponent in such a difficult place. The only thing that his opponent can really do to try and get rid of that balloon is to zap it and put down that baby dragon. Now, because the balloon did get a pretty good damage addition to the explosion of that bomb, he's able to do even more tower damage with that balloon. Here we've got a great counter against that hog rider, and the hog rider is able to get one swing in there, but if Aha really wanted to, he could have stopped it either with the zap, the musketeer, or the skeleton army. Now he's going to place that musketeer in the back. As you can see right here, he's ready to do another push. His balloon got one hit on the tower before, so why not try it again, right? He plays down this ice golem right there, which is going to soak up some damage, and rather than placing down the balloon, he actually decides to fireball that right there. Now he's ready to counter against these elite barbarians, and then that baby dragon goes down and get rid of it, and he has so many counters to the elite barbarians as well as this hog rider. That musketeer is able to clear a lot of stuff, and this hog rider is going to get a swing in there, but that skeleton armor is going to really prevent a lot of damage from going there. Now his opponent right here has to choose between using the lightning or placing down his furnace, but he chooses the lightning, and the balloon still gets to the tower, doesn't drop its normal bomb, but its death bomb does drop, and that adds a lot of damage to the tower. Now those minions are able to, the minions are an excellent card to put in this deck to really help to get rid of a lot of different pushes. Now he's just using his fireball when, rather than placing down that balloon right there, because he doesn't want that that pump to distract that balloon. Now this gives that balloon a great opportunity to just go right there, and Hacker knows that he's lost the game because he doesn't have anything that he can do to stop that balloon. Very easy match for on Aha's side of things. No, not really. He's very good at knowing at which cards to defend with and also which cards to go on the offense with. He decides to place down these minions in the far back because he doesn't have the greatest push. He's ready with the balloon to see what they've got, and he decides to place the balloon probably because that mega minion is going down the other lane, and he knows that it's unlikely that his opponent is going to have anything that can really stop that balloon. Even right there, that balloon's able to get a tower, or land a hit onto the tower with that Electro Wizard doing damage onto it and slowing it down. Here Aha has a really good defense, and his opponent is forced to place that furnace. As you guys know, the furnace is a very commonly used card right now. In my most recent episode of Exploring the Meta, I did neglect to mention that the furnace is gaining a lot of popularity, especially in these Hog Rider Elite Barbarian cycle decks. Now here he is, he's ready to put his musketeer in the back, and that's going to allow him to really defend, and he has the skeleton army ready. He places it right there, and he knows immediately that it's likely that that'll be zapped, and so he places that tombstone just barely a little too late, and so those elite barbarians are going to do a lot of damage onto the tower. But obviously that must have been some type of a mistake. Once you're at this 12th round, especially in grand challenges, your nerves can get to you, so mistakes are often seen even in these types of matches. And even by players like Aha, who, if you've watched a lot of my videos, you know that Aha has plenty of great decks. Now you saw that right there. He just placed that ice golem immediately and placed that balloon when his opponent did not have a bunch of elixir, and that is going to take out a tower very easily. And plus the balloon is going to make its way over to the furnace, get rid of that furnace, and that puts Aha very much in the lead. Now he still does have to defend against both the Hog Rider and the Elite Barbarians, but that's not a problem in this deck. He plays down a preemptive Tombstone to make his opponent really put some pressure on his opponent. His opponent's switching through cards trying to figure out exactly what to do, and those minions do so much damage to that Hog Rider as well as that Ice Golem. And here he goes for another push. He plays down that Ice Golem and also that balloon right on top of it. Once you have one tower down, it's fairly easy to get a lot of damage onto your opponent's tower. Even that Death Bomb is able to really get a lot of damage off of the enemy Mega Minion, which is excellent. Here those minions are going to do a lot of damage to that Hog Rider, and paired up with the Skeleton Army, that Hog Rider is not going to be able to land a hit. So now he plays down that Ice Golem and that balloon right there. Once you have one tower down, it's extremely easy to get some damage onto your opponent's tower. He plays down that Furnace to try and distract that balloon, and it does work. He's able to keep that tower from getting destroyed, but Aha's already ready with that Tombstone, and it's just not going to happen. That is the end of the grand challenge. Aha has won, and as you can see, this deck is a ton of fun, very unique, puts your opponent in some very difficult situations, especially for the meta right now. I would definitely say this is an anti-meta deck. Okay guys, this is the part where I go ahead and jump into a match. Now, I've lost once. It was really kind of embarrassing, actually. I didn't calculate the damage of a fireball, and I was 2 hit points away from taking rid of the tower. And so I gave him a tower thinking that I had a win, and it didn't work out. Anyways, that's okay, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and jump into a match right here, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about why I'm making specific decisions and such, so you guys can learn how to use the deck. Okay, now we don't have the greatest opening hand here, but we'll go ahead and start out with the Ice Golem in the back. I don't like using the Ice Golem as a reaction card to defend against things. I like to build up some type of a push behind him. We're going to go ahead now and place the Tombstone in the back. Now he's got something this is a very meta deck, whatever he has. So we'll go ahead and see what it is. And it's an Elite Barbarian deck. This is fantastic. I'm really excited about this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and place that right there, and now we've got the Skeleton Army. Oh, it's really unfortunate that that Elite Barbarian went to the tower and not to the Skeleton Army, but that's okay. We ended up doing a ton of damage onto his tower, way more than he was able to do to ours. And you can see how I was able to do a really good push because I knew that he did not have the elixir to really put up a solid defense against it. Put him in a very difficult situation. Now at this point, I know that he has the Elite Barbarians. Maybe he also has the Hog Rider. He has more damage on this side of the arena, so I'm going to put the Tombstone right here so that it forces him into a little bit of an awkward situation. That worked out well because the guards are a good reaction card. He probably realizes that he doesn't have the greatest counter to my balloon deck, and so he's going to place that right now. I'm waiting for a zap, and there it was. Now I'm placing that Skeleton Army, and we are ready for another push because he's probably going to do something down the other side. My Musketeer is going to take care of that a cannon, and my balloon probably won't get a hit on the tower. Oh, it will. It got a hit on the tower, which is excellent, and now we can play defense. So I'm going to place this Ice Golem right here. That Ice Golem is going to kite that Mega Minion to the other lane, as well as kind of put a damper on any of his defenses or his offenses. If he plays down those Elite Barbarians, I'm not sure what he's going to do, but we'll go ahead and place that right there. We're going to place the Musketeer on the opposite side, and he's going to place those Elite Barbarians right over there. He's going to log it. We're going to use the minions to get rid of or do some more damage to his troop, and now we're ready for another push. We'll place the balloon and that Ice Golem right there. I'm going to go ahead and fireball those archers, even though I probably didn't need to. Just going to get a little bit more damage onto the tower, and he knows that it's good game, so he's saying good luck, or he is really confident that he can take me out. One of the two. We'll place this Ice Golem in front of that Elite Barbarian, and now we've got these minions as well to support it. At this point, there's almost no chance that he can make it, especially because I'm going to just fireball cycle if he happens to get a tower, but I'm not too concerned. And so that is game. You guys can see how this deck is so strong, especially at countering meta decks like this Elite Barbarian deck. Thank you so much for watching this, guys. You'll have to let me know what you thought about this this type of video. If you really liked it, go ahead and share it with your friends. This is a very interesting deck, and I think that a lot of people would enjoy playing it. I'm going to go ahead and probably mess around with it in a grand challenge later on, try and farm some gold. For now, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in the arena.